Welcome to this week's episode of the Texan News Scoop, your week in review of this week's top stories from the campus, region, and beyond. Today is Friday, September 4th, 2015, and I'm Katie Tonkin. In campus news, according to the Tarleton website, Tarleton State University will begin construction on the new $3.8 million agricultural field machinery and fabrication laboratory this month. The facility will be located at the intersection of FM8 and College Farm Road. It will include 3 laboratories, one for metal fabrication, agriculture power applications, and agriculture structures. Funding for this project comes from the permanent university funds by the Texas A&M University System and $277,863 in donations. In local news, according to the Stephenville Empire-Tribune, Texas had new laws go into effect on Tuesday, including a bill relating to a body-worn camera program for certain law enforcement agencies. According to the legislative wrap-up, these cameras have been proven to decrease citizen complaints. The Erath County Sheriff's Office recently purchased 21 body-worn cameras and training guidelines for $12,000 using seized drug money. In regional news, according to the Associated Press, a student from Sam Houston State University has recently come under fire after posting a negative comment regarding the recent shooting of Harris County Deputy Sheriff Darren Goforth on Twitter. The comment made by junior English major Monica Foy stated, "I can't believe so many people care about a dead cop and no one has thought to ask what he did to deserve it. He had creepy perv eyes." Soon after the post went viral, people started criticizing Foy's comment, which then led her to delete the post, including her Twitter and Facebook accounts. In national news, according to the Associated Press, President Barack Obama became the first U.S. president to cross the Arctic Circle on Wednesday, telling residents of an Alaska village that their plight should be the world's wake-up call on global warming. His visit was designed to bring the country to attention by illustrating the ways warmer temperatures have already threatened entire communities and ways of life in Alaska. He said, despite progress in reducing greenhouse gases, the planet is already warming and the U.S. isn't doing enough to stop it. In international news, according to the Associated Press, 8 people died at an apartment fire Wednesday morning at Paris' Montmartre Hill. Some of the deaths were caused by people leaping out of windows to flee the deadliest blaze they have had in the French capital in decades. Police have detained a man who is under suspicion for starting the fire, but it is still unclear what caused the fire. And for your Texan News Scoop this week, I sat down with Cori Middleton for Integrity Hall. We're here with Cori Middleton, a residential leader from Integrity Hall. How are you doing today?
Wonderful.
Awesome. So how are most residential leaders viewing this incident with Integrity Hall?
Can we backtrack for a second?
Yeah, of course.
I'm actually the coordinator.
Oh, okay.
So I oversee residential leaders.
Okay.
But I can kind of tell you how they are feeling about it because I talk to them all the time, so they kind of know. You're asking like how do my RLs feel about, they're a bit more understanding than most people because they knew a little bit about what was going on. They had to come a week early for training, and actually myself and my RLs had to like stay in a hotel for a week. So they knew, this was a kind of work in progress. When your residents come, it'll probably still be a work in progress. So they're being good sports about it. So
good.
I think they're okay.
So when will the students be able to move back in?
Well, everybody's in right now.
Oh, okay.
So what happened was we got a temporary certificate of occupancy. So people can actually live in the building because it's safe for you to live in. And that was our biggest concern is, hey, is this building safe? Like some stuff we can worry about on the back end.
Right.
Like if washers and dryers are going to be there. But as long as the building was safe itself, then that's fine. So they're still there doing construction. Some people probably gripe about 8 o'clock in the morning hearing, machines back up and stuff like that. But everybody is actually in the building, but they're still building on some stuff.
Okay. And how has this impacted residential living and learning?
For the most part, internally, I don't think it's been not a struggle, but just a different experience because since I've been here, we've never experienced something like that. But we've all taken it in stride. One of our biggest things is that we like to follow the core values like immensely. And my favorite two are excellence and service. So I don't know if it's the department's favorite two, but they're my favorite two. So I've done everything within the department to try to model that excellence and try to give that service. So we've went above and beyond. We've kind of rolled with the punches, and for the most part, we've been great. Now, from an outside perspective, I don't necessarily know if I can like put that into words, if that makes sense. Like how I know some residents are frustrated, but for the most part, I haven't seen that. Like I've seen most parents are like, okay, I understand how construction is and stuff like that. Is the building safe? Yes. Okay, that's cool. Some residents, of course, are extremely mad.
Right.
But for the most part, they're pretty fine. They know that this is a work in progress. So I think when it's completely completed, it's going to be an amazing facility. It already is. Just when it's completely finished, it'll be, in my opinion, the best facility on campus. So I'm kind of excited about that.
So what were the setbacks of all this happening?
Well, I can't. Balfour is actually the company that built it's a construction company that built the building. So if I can kind of assume safely, I bet there were some setbacks when it rained for like a month last semester. I don't know if you were here for that, but like every day was raining. But we actually had everything fine for people to live in, and then it rained the week before, or the week of move-in. So that Saturday, that Wednesday night till Thursday morning, it rained really hard, and some of the rooms got like flooded. But so those were the people that had to be kind of like displaced and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was the only setbacks were the outside kind of being completed, some of the painting and stuff on the inside, some work on the bedroom doors and stuff like that. So they're not like huge setbacks. They're just stuff that you should probably be able to do on a daily basis that you wouldn't necessarily think about, Like, oh, I would like to lock my bedroom door. Minor setback compared to what could actually be happening, like if there was like a foundation crack or something.
Right.
But there's not. So the building itself is sound, it's safe. I bet had it not rained maybe for a month and a half, we'd be in a better position. But I can't control Mother Nature. I think anybody can. So.
Well, I think that's all I have for you to do today. Is there anything else that you wanted to mention?
I don't know what platform this is going to be on. However, to the students who do live in integrity, or anybody that has questions about integrity, they can email me or call me at my office. I'll always be available. Also, every Monday I post a note within Texan Sync. We have a portal for Integrity Hall. And every Monday I'll post a note that has every single update you will ever need to know about Integrity Hall. I mean, you can come still ask me questions, but if you don't want to, come talk to me, you can go on Texan Sync, go on the Integrity portal, which if you're a resident there, you're already in that portal. And on the homepage, there will be a long note about when tables are coming, washers and dryers, which I'll go ahead and update that this Monday, keys, where trash is located, and everything you need to know. Any updates I have will be on that page. That way everybody can gather that information, has access to that information. So.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in today.
No problem.
Thanks for tuning into this week's episode of the Texan News Scoop, a product of the Texan News Service from the Tarleton State Campus in Stephenville, Texas. Today's show was produced by Justin Pack and Jack Cochran. And I'm Katie Tonkin. Have a great weekend, Tarleton Texans.